I started this trade with just $500 of working capital, and 30 minutes later, that tiny reset had grown 68%, not because of luck, but because predictive price action told me exactly where buyers would defend. Today we're breaking down GLTO, a super nano stock that ripped 470% during pre-market, and how one precise $500 reset trade turned into $330 of asymmetric profit. Let's talk about why skill scales an account and size doesn't. Welcome back, friends. I'm Suzi, and my mission is simple. Teach you the real logic of the market. Here you're going to learn predictive price action, volume analysis, asymmetric compounding, and tools that can transform your trading mindset. Remember, this is for educational purposes only. Let's break down today's chart together. Let's jump into today's chart. At 5 a.m. Mountain Time, my Discord alert triggered as GLTO held strong volume after a 470% pre-market move from the $3 range all the way up to $20. And here's where I watched price hover near the 34 EMA. And that's where sellers finally dried up and buyers started to step in. You'll notice the volume tapered off right there on that pullback. That's predictive. And when sellers fade and a bull flag forms right at support, that's the market whispering continuation. I entered at $21.15 on that bull flag breakout at support. My stop was at this $20.45 Discord institutional level. That gave me just a 70-cent risk for a minimum $2.10 reward. That's a 3-to-1 asymmetric setup. My initial target was this $23.40 institutional level, and it was also this pre-market resistance over here. But as price climbed and volume confirmed, I stair-stepped my stops up using each of these Discord institutional levels. At 5:36 a.m., GLTO printed several highs on lower volume, showing classic exhaustion. So I sold into the retest of this level here and sold at $35.50. 30 minutes, $330 in profit, and a 68% gain on a $500 reset. Look closely at those Heiken-Ashi candles right here, right before the bull flag breakout. See that doji breaking out of the bull flag right above the Discord institutional level and showing this line as support? That's the line of scrimmage. Buyers and sellers locked in a standoff. When the next candle breaks through, that's the offense taking the field. Most traders miss that shift in control, but once you learn to read it, you'll never unsee it. Most traders believe the way to grow faster is to trade bigger. But they are wrong. When I let my working capital climb above $25,000, it actually hurts my win rate. Why? Because suddenly I'm forced to take enormous share sizes in the thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, and liquidity, spreads, and partial fills start eating me alive. So I reset. Every time my asymmetric compounding account hits $25,000, I drop it right back down to $500. It keeps my share size sane, my brain calm, and my execution laser focused. Size doesn't scale an account, it exposes it. Did you know higher priced stocks often carry less risk than cheaper stocks? When volume aligns, liquidity is tighter and spreads are cleaner, meaning your $21 entry can actually behave more predictively than a $2 penny flyer. That's why I never fear a higher priced nano when structure and volume agree. If you've ever felt pressured to trade bigger because your account finally grew, well, here's your permission to breathe. Resetting doesn't mean starting over. It means protecting precision. Take one trade, prove your edge, and let the math compound forward. That's how calm replaces chaos. So what can we learn from today's trade? Predictive price action beats reactive indicators because volume never lies. A $500 reset keeps psychology and share size in harmony. Heiken-Ashi structure reveals control shifts before the crowd sees them. That's the heart of predictive trading. Now for the scoreboard. The truck fund. Starting balance this morning was $138,160.10. And after today's $330 trade on GLTO, we're sitting at $138,490.15. We're rolling steadily toward that $150,000 goal. Remember, the truck isn't the strategy. It's the scoreboard that shows the power of disciplined resets and predictive logic working together. If this breakdown helped you see the market a little clearer, tap like so that YouTube knows to show you more of this kind of teaching. Subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss the next powerful educational truck challenge update. And if you've been thinking about learning this strategy in depth and having access to these amazing Discord institutional levels in the form of daily alerts and professional trade guidance on every single trade that we take, remember the mentoring program is still deeply discounted, but only while the small account truck challenge runs. When the challenge ends, so does that discount. So guys, if you're serious about leveling up your trading game and finally achieving a 95% win rate on your trades, join us today at MomentumStockTraders.com. And here's what you're going to get when you join us. Every day you get full trade guidance on every trade that we take. I walk you through every trade step by step. You get the custom scanners and charting tools. These are the same ones that I use to be able to identify every setup before they make the big move. You get full access to our private Discord channel, and this is where the action happens. You get the AI-assisted alerts so that you're never left second guessing when things are really heating up. You get the institutional levels, and these are the real levels. These are not the retail levels. These are the levels the institutions position their trades, and these are the levels that move the market. You'll get the full trade breakdowns every day so that you'll know exactly why things worked out the way they did. But the best part is you're going to get personal one-on-one mentoring from me personally, and you'll get access to an amazing, fantastic community of serious day traders. This program is for anyone who's serious about fixing problems like profits too small or losses too big. And if you lack consistency in your win rate, this is the right place for you because we solve all of those problems for you. But this is not a copy my trade service. It's real education, real guidance, and a real platform to grow your skills, your profitability, and your edge. And here's the brutal fact about trade copying services. If you're trade copying, you're simply copying somebody else's click. That's emotion. That's not strategy. And here's the thing, guys. You're already late to the game. You've increased your risk, you've reduced your profits, and that fuels panic. Our edge? Real insider chart information that fuels action, not reaction, and profit, not panic. The members inside of our community are crushing it every single day. So if you're ready to stop second-guessing yourself and trade with real clarity, head over to MomentumStockTraders.com and join us today. And thanks so much for hanging out with me for a few minutes today. I hope this video was helpful to you. And remember, trade focused, trade patient, trade smart, and let's grow those small accounts together. And I'll see you in the next video.